season rolls on with the Myrtle Beach Bowl. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the ECU Pirates. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Well, guys, speaking to East Carolina head coach pregame, he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at team. On the move, it's Allen. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Caught. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Running inside. It's Gray. Just smothered on the play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Caught. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Find space, it's Allen. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Searching for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Sells to run, looking to pass. Under pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires downfield and wings it incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Move to his right. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelt blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
Burrowing for yardage. Breaks into the open. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on 3rd down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the 1st down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
2nd and long here. Straight ahead, it's Gray. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
3rd and long coming up. Sells to fake. Makes the grab. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the 1st, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Got to make the play on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. From the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Turns it upfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on 1st. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase it, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh set of downs going up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Got a little space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Draw play, it's Allen. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. And the Pirates decide to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Pulls it in at the 25. Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Keeps it himself. The pitch. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Selling the fake. Buying time to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Pirates will get things started here on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He makes a catch. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. 1st down.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Just had to get rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Gonna look downfield again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Runs through the tackle. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. In the backfield, it's Allen. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Drops back on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Parsons. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Payne. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Thundering Herd might just keep throwing that thing after that last one. Looking for running room. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run him again. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. There he goes. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quick give. It's Boston. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. The quick game. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Makes the catch. It's Hamlet. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Tries to do it himself. Got enough for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Hamlet. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. This is now a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Bunch formation for these receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking to throw on third. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Trying to make one miss. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his target. At the 35, he's open. Into the secondary on the right. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Rashad Downs going up top. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Herd! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! He'll try to do it himself. First down and more. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for room. It's great. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires on the move. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game, and they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room, and finally they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It wasn't just one guy trying to be a hero and get out of his gap. Everybody did their job, and they got him down for a big loss on that sack.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Right side, it's Payne. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? The give on the counter. He's past the sticks. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw one first. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. from the gun. Finds his man. It's Hamlin. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Pushes ahead. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Tries to get it himself. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The run inside. It's Gray. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Yeah, and it's 4th down. Obviously, I think this is go time. I mean, you're down by multiple possessions. You need a touchdown. This is a short yardage opportunity. You got to go get 6 on the board.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Pirates! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He's looking to throw. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Left side is Norton. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got a man. It's Payne. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Norton. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Shakes off the defender. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. From the gun, looking for a man. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Fires left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He's taking a deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, and get out of here with a W.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Stop right there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! He got it, feet down in bounds. On to attempt the try. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabs it in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Clock is still running and they have to get everybody lined up. Out wide left, it's Gray. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. The sure hands, it's Gray. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires it down the seam. They will score! Touchdown, East Carolina!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. From the gun. And the sticky fingers allow them to grab the 2-point conversion. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.
it.